Hey y'all, it's Mami Wata and I am back. Thank you for your support of Mami Wata Tarot. I truly appreciate it, y'all. Let's talk about this download that I received. But before I get started, please make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button for me as well so that the videos won't get lost in translation. But look, I cut the deck on the energy, okay? People are going to have to completely regroup and revamp their lives because they can no longer leech off of you no more. And you may be about to transition somewhere else, okay? Because you're tired of the bullshit. And these people are stupid because they needed you to be around them in order for them to prosper. Whatever this was that they were doing to pull on your energy, 111. And the Most High God let them do it because it was strengthening you, propelling you to where you're about to go. And they can't follow you because they have accumulated so much debt where you are currently located because they were sure that you were going to stick around for them to continue to do this spell work on you. But the Most High God and the Holy Spirit and possibly your grandfather has compelled you to transition, 144, to get up and move. Because all of these people used to be laughing at how they were leeching off of you. And you would be livid because your life was not falling into alignment. But that's why. You didn't relent though. You didn't give up. You still haven't. That's why you the one. This could be happening in the South. Clarify, Holy Spirit, please, and thank you. What else do we need to know from you through me at this time? Holy Spirit, insight, wisdom, guidance, and clarity from you through me. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Please and thank you. Let's go. Let's see. You don't derive from the jungle. Look at a map. Because, see, you was in the jungle where you currently live at, where you're about to move from. It's a lot of people that's moving. Because for various reasons, but for whoever I'm talking to, they was like on some welcome to the jungle type shit with you. But you don't derive from the jungle. They need to look at a motherfucking map. That's why you moving, baby. Okay? This got multiple meanings. And these people thought that they were going to have you in some sort of wild kingdom energy fighting for your life and shit. What else, Holy Spirit? But look, you a Jedi energy though. With the help of the Holy Trinity, you have been able to remain alive. You have not been eaten. Okay? Conservative. And now that you are transitioning out of the jungle into the grasslands or some shit, like it's gonna be like you can run, like it's gonna be like how she was on that field in The Sound of Music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. That's where you going to, honey. That's gonna be your energy. These people are not gonna be able to pull from you anymore. And I'm hearing that it's gonna be permanently. They have to be conservative. They're going to have to budget themselves and cut back on their expenses because they were alchemizing your energy into financial prosperity, into loan approvals and property ownership and all this other kind of shit. Judaism. Some of these people could be Jewish, but you know what I'm hearing? Because you heard what I said about the hills are alive. Confirmation. I don't know if y'all heard that. So where you going? It's going to be like a lot of Jewish people there, I'm hearing. Okay? And they may seem conservative, but it's like they already know about you. They already know about your spirituality and how you have been targeted because of it. And I feel like they're going to offer you some sort of reprieve, some sort of assistance here. Clarify what I'm getting. That's why I said that about The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music. That movie was about the World War II and Jewish people being persecuted by the Nazis. Right at the end, the family, the Von Trapps, they wanted the daddy to go do something. I can't remember, but they snuck off because they was finna wrap them up and all that shit. Clarify, Holy Spirit. I'm telling you now, it's something like that. Confusion. It was this energy of maybe whoever has been siphoning from you, they thought that you were in alignment with what they do at first. And when they found out that you were not in alignment with that you were in alignment with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, that's when they started stealing the energy from you and trying to do some sort of slow burn on your life. Okay, but I swear I'm picking up, and I don't even swear. It's like it never crossed these people's mind that you would ever get fed up with what was happening to you and move. They never thought that. They never thought you would be able to get up out of what they had you in, some sort of loop. Like they were only giving you enough of a lifeline to keep going virtually where you were at. So people in this group, they are in charge of a lot of different things that affect your life. But even with that position of power, they still could not break you. And that is what they were trying to do. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers confused. Because it's this energy of, let's run her ass into the ground. But if you ran into the ground, where they gonna get their energy from? And see, the reason why they got so cocky about trying to run you into the ground and still being able to replenish their source, you were able to replenish yourself, you were able to regenerate yourself, and they were able to replenish themselves from the source. You're the source. This is what I'm getting at. I told y'all sometimes I don't need cards. That's confirmation to what I'm saying and hearing. Okay? But I'm telling you, these people who are where you're headed to, they were confused when they heard about how people were attacking you in your life because of your spiritual gifts and abilities. They ain't know nothing about that type of shit. I'm telling you, it was like weird to them. Music and art lover. Because they know you are talented. They know you are creative. You are gifted. That you bring love and light if you are sitting in this type of energy for sure. So it's like, and you a Jedi energy, what gives? Why wouldn't you want to be kind or respectful to a person like this? That's the energy of the people where you going now, I'm telling you. But where you was at, even if you ain't never meet any of these people directly, some of them did come up around you in different places you would be at in the community though. You just didn't know who it was. You didn't know who was around you. But you knew you was being spiritually attacked. You knew that somebody was doing something to cause natural disasters in your life, and they was, so that they could steal your energy. So when you was down bad, broken and hurt from whatever storm they created in your life, that was when they would pull on you to get what they needed to keep themselves going. And now they all, look, now they sit like this. Because, see, you done had it with the bullshit. Cloudy days don't always mean rain. And they like, damn, are we going to be able to recover from this dark cloud energy we're experiencing because she moving? Literally, that's what's happening here. That's the doubt. Look, That's the download I got. But it ain't safe. Now that you are parting ways with these folks, it ain't safe for them. 10-10. Because I'm telling you, all that shit that they accumulated off your energy, all that shit being wrapped up, dissolved, rescinded, and ultimately coming to an end. So, for example, if these motherfuckers got a mortgage loan off your energy, something went right with that paperwork. Somebody is coming back to them now and saying, your loan payment wasn't calculated correctly. We need more documentation from you because we were audited and this verification you gave us, these tax returns, they don't look correct. It's stuff like that starting to happen to folks. If they got any contracts up off your energy, they 1101, they starting to get a sign that that was a bad deal that they got involved in. Or the people who 1111 signed up to work with them are now like second guessing their decisions. They can see that this ain't gonna pan out like I thought it was. So no, it ain't safe for them. Okay? They wanted you to feel like it wasn't safe for you. They wanted to gang stalk and antagonize you and steal your identity and hack your Wi-Fi and come to your door trying to start shit with you and all these dumbass things that these motherfuckers was doing. And I'm telling you that that's what was going on around you. Thank you, ancestors. But God, He didn't let them, and your ancestors didn't either, allow them to fuck with you like they wanted to. Because like I said, as long as you were in turmoil and peril, they were able to pull your energy and get things. But if you notice, there's no evidence, 1212, of this bounty, these spoils that they acquired from coming for you, because they about to lose them. 1221, CPS, DSS. These people have called CPS reports on you to try to make you be perturbed and going through it more so that they could siphon from you, get more. They wanted to be able to go on vacation. They needed a newer version of the Cadillac they driving. So let's call in a report on her and get her all fucked up in the head so we can get more of her energy. Clarify, Holy Spirit. It's a couple out of this group of people. And it's a couple, but it's other people too. And I personally feel like some of these people around you, they know about you. They all work together to do this to you. But some of these people, 1313, they had this bright idea on their own. They doxed you. They found out where you lived at. And they decided that this was going to be the move. Okay? And now they done made you move. Because I'm telling you, whoever you are, CPS was called on you too. They didn't try to put warrants on you. But see, your discernment saved your life. Never doubt it. Okay? That tells me that if they did try to call CPS on you, your discernment and your decision to make the moves that you make, that kept these folks off of you when it comes to your parenting, to the household you keeping. Because see, it's something about them trying to take your money down so you wouldn't be able to pay things that you need to pay, to make it seem like you weren't providing a stable home. Maybe you know how motherfuckers will do. That's what they was doing with my monetization too, girl. They'll try to give you just enough because they didn't assess your bills. They didn't assess your finances. They know what you got to pay. They know how much it's going to take for you to pay your rent, your light bill, you know, those couple of basic things, your Wi-Fi, so they can still keep watching you, okay? But they ain't going to give you past that, even if you earned it, even if you organically worked for it and should have received money for it. They only gonna make sure you get just enough to keep your ass going where you at so they can keep siphoning from you and stealing your energy. But These motherfuckers right here, they all was not working together. Because I'm picking up on a couple. I was about to talk about their ass a minute ago, but they just popped up again. There's a couple that's outside of these other people that was siphoning your energy in your community, 1515, that came up with the same bright idea, but they are not linked to these people. Okay? Clarify what I'm getting, Holy Spirit. That's who called the CPS report on you, too. They stupid. That Leo, one of them is a Leo. That's who also is having issues with their mortgage. What else, Holy Spirit? They come in many forms. Be mindful. It's given Taurus, Gemini, Leo. It's given Taurus, Gemini, Leo. We call them fans. I'm trying to tell somebody something now. You have multiple types of people living around you, pulling on you. That's why the universe was like, okay, you can leave now. You ain't got to keep being subjected to this siphoning of your energy because it's too much. And you've already shown and proved that you can survive in the jungle. So we finna give you some sort of relief for a while, permanently, when it comes to this type of energy. They're not going to be able to pull on you no more. None of these random folks who dox you either. Because I'm telling you, this couple I'm picking up on that's having mortgage loan issues, that called in a CPS report on you, they ass were fans of you. They found you online and decided that they were going to attack you in your life, Archangel Gabriel, because you were giving out divine messages that they knew came from the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. So you've got to be supernaturally and spiritually gifted. So in that case, you've got to have some energy that we can take. I'm telling you, it's a couple who achieve good luck and blessings, okay? Because they decided to listen to their lower self and dox you, build a life around you in order to gain prosperity. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Somebody understand what I'm saying. And y'all know how people will do this exact thing. It's multiple people. It's a number of folks who live in your community. They may live a few miles down the road from you, some of these folks, but they all live in a certain range. Like, it's like they feel like they got to be within a certain mileage of you in order for the spell to work. And this couple I'm picking up on, they came up with that same idea too. You got that good energy now. People see that. And this couple took it upon themselves to build a life around you. But they were truth. That's the truth, Ruth. I'm telling you now. But they stupid because it's this energy of being angry that you have this ability and you're not even using it for yourself. People can siphon energy from you and get $500,000 homes and $67,000 cars and shit, but you're not siphoning your energy to get money and prosperity for yourself. I didn't even pull the prosperity card, but that's because they don't deserve none of your energy to get money. And that's why they started doing passive aggressive things against you. This karmic couple as well as this other Hierophant group who has also been pulling from you. All these folks now. And that's why I said they ain't wrapped too tight. Because how you trying to destroy the person that is keeping you prosperous? If they fall off completely, then you ain't going to have nothing or nobody to keep stealing from. These people sick in the head now. It is what it is. They is sick. It's a Gemini What did I say? I think I said Taurus, Gemini, Leo. I think that's what I said. Why did I say Taurus, Gemini, Leo? I know I said it because of that Hierophant energy and that Leo card that came out here. But it's something about that combo. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Entrepreneur. They are not who you think they are. Fall. So that's why I said I'm so grateful for how the Holy Spirit of the Most High God is moving in my life, because the level of energy that was starting to rise up again, it was getting quite ridiculous. But he done brought the hammer down. Just like he done brought the hammer down on these people. It's all kind of folks, child. Just don't make no type of sense. I said Taurus, Gemini, and Leo because I think those are the sun signs of another cluster of individuals. They could be some sort of entrepreneurs who reached out to you because of your online presence, but they are not who you think they are. They reached out to you this fall. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Photography. I'm telling you now. These people wanted to do some sort of brand ambassadorship with you. They wanted you to represent them with this photography energy. But those were karmics. Those were people who also realized that you have a lot of energy churning around inside of you. And they wanted to get a piece of it. But they had to build a connection in order to tap in. And the connection was offering you some sort of partnership. But I'm telling you, voodoo is being misused. And it's tisk to them because they ass suffering too. 2222. Whatever these people gave you, whatever they asked you to do, whatever it is, you need to disconnect from it. And for some reason, I feel like city life, because you about to transition. Whether you're leaving one city and going to another, or you're moving from the country to the city, or the city to the country. I feel like you're going to another city. Okay? But whatever you was doing with these people, you need to disconnect from that before you do. And I feel like you already picked up that something wasn't right with them. You've gotten your priorities in order. Okay? Despite what it may look like to those people who are watching and spying on you, trying to figure out what your next move is. But it's pointless because they ass can't move with you. I'm telling you, some of these people done got into mortgage loans. They got leases they can't break. They done started businesses off your energy. They breaking ground on shit that ain't panning out. Housing development, something like that. And some of those people in that group, they Jewish too. But them people that you're going towards in that other city, they also Jewish. It's a cluster of Jewish folks who know that you coming towards them, and they are going to support you in your effort to reacclimate yourself wherever you're going. Okay? I heard that from the beginning. I just heard that now. We ain't got to get into too many details about them. You're going to know them when you see them. But they know you got your priorities in order. I'm telling you, they didn't understand why somebody, all these folks, would be targeting you and spiritually attacking you like this because of your religion. They didn't understand it, honey. One of these people who was coming for you, they ass and got deported. That's that Leo. Snake. I'm telling you, that's that Leo. That's what I just heard. It's a Leo who was involved with this trio, that Gemini. I heard Taurus, Gemini, and Leo. It's a Leo that was involved with those other two folks. that then got deported for coming for you, child. That's how it then backfired, because they in snake energy. They in snake energy, girl. They are not who you think they are. And it is something about you. We got plant lover. Ooh, leather. Leather. Plant lover. They ain't getting away with nothing. Comedic. Because it is something about you really not knowing the who, but you know why. And you know where it's occurring, and you getting away from it. And your love for Mother Nature and its creatures, your love for this earth, is what is redeeming you. Okay? You come from the comedic race, but some of these people might have been doing comedic magic on you too. That's why all this shit backfiring on them. They the ones experiencing natural disasters now. Imagine, y'all, you living fat, honey. You living in like a 4-5 bedroom house. You got a brand new truck in the yard. You've been doing all these things, eating good now, but you got debt. Because even though you got approved and you was able to accumulate this stuff, you still got to make them monthly payments on it. But you was able to drudge up enough energy to get yourself going, and you just assumed that your energy source was always going to be around and be there for you. But one day you come home to a certified letter saying that your mortgage loan has been audited, and they are requiring you to submit certain notarized documents. That most definitely happened to a couple who was pulling from you. And that was a sign to them that the tables were turning. Something had shifted with you, and they wasn't getting away with nothing. Okay? I'm telling you now. Because you continue to push through this constant attack on your life, constant pull on your energy. You continue to blossom, work through the setbacks and the delays and the decline of your money, because that's very important here too. It's like, we gonna give her some so she can keep staying where she at, but we ain't gonna never give her enough so that she can get gone, because we want her to stay where she at. Literally, these people is trying to keep you in some hovel energy. Like, for example, if you was renting an apartment, they wanted you to get so comfortable in that apartment that you was gonna continue to reside there no matter what was happening around you, because you had just enough money to pay the rent. It was working out perfectly. I might as well just keep working with it. It's going to end soon. That's the vibe they wanted you to be on. But you ain't stupid. Okay? And eventually, if shit keeps occurring and you can continue to see yourself declining, that's a sign that you need to get the hell up out of Dodge. Where you at does not serve you for whatever reason. Okay? Don't check me. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because that's the energy that they wanted you to be in as a result of giving advice and insight to people on how they should be living. They wanted you to feel like you weren't in a position to tell nobody shit, because your life is not what it should be for all that crap you talking. However, these motherfuckers is literally behind the scenes purposely fucking up your life. So what sense do that make? Bitch, if you wasn't constantly trying to wreck shit, trying to check me by wrecking my life, I would be stable and secure and exactly where I need to be. That was your energy. Y'all were trying to make my stability fragile. So I need to transition to a place where I can be on solid ground again. And that's all you're doing. And I'm telling you, this attempt to check you because of your spiritual gifts and abilities, it has wrecked them. Wrecked them now. Because, yeah, they might still got that house. They might still got them cars and shit. They may still have that contract. But that shit crumbling. I promise you that. You could be a Virgo. That's why that plant lover energy came out here. You were too grounded to get up in arms about how people were playing up around you. You knew that it had to be a reason why the Most High God was allowing you to go through what you was going through. And if they were trying to indict you or get you on a warrant or some sort of sanction with the CPS energy, all they asses have been spiritually subpoenaed. As a result, 3113. Okay? They've been required to come in and atone for their sins against you. And this is how it's happening. I've given y'all some examples. Okay? But they feel like they out here by themselves now. They feel like they are no longer able to partner with you and they not. It's almost like when you decided that you was about to get up and move, that's what started cutting their energy off. Cutting your energy off from them. A house is not a home, like I said. When you decided that where you was living was not in alignment anymore, that's what did it. They started falling off at that moment. And whoever you are, you may actually be about to move like in the next day or two. Because these people are missing you and your energy already. They don't know what they're going to do without it. That's a shame. Anything else, Holy Spirit? They was doing some sort of water magic on you. They was doing some sort of water magic on you. And I can't make it up. And all that magic they did on you, all that energy going back to them now. I hope they know. They know it. They know it. Especially this karmic ass couple who about to get kicked out of that home because their paperwork ain't correct. They pulled from you to give them power, pride. And when I say power, make them feel like they can do anything. So they take very dumb risk. I was trying to think of a better word to use, but it is dumb. Some of the stuff I'm picking up on that they did off of your energy. And you deciding to move from that house, which was truly not a home, was your ultimate line of defense. Because they can't follow you where you're going. And you've got some sort of protection waiting for you to arrive. I'm telling you, they was doing sex magic and all. And laughing and shit. When they would look at your bank statements or log into your accounts and shit of various kinds and see that you were lacking. Because that was a sign that what they were doing was working too. Anything else? This alchemy that they was doing on you. Some sort of water alchemy, honey. And these people is crying buckets of damn water because you have asked the Holy Spirit and the Most High God to let you grow. And they granted your wish because you out of there. You are about to go in another direction on your soul searching journey, and these people know it. They know they can't follow you. I'm telling you now. They cannot follow you. And they sick, honey. They sick because you was the holy temple. And I'm really dropping the mic on this because you know how people travel to Mecca, to the Holy Lands for prayer and healing and to regenerate their life? People travel to you to tap into you to regenerate their life and be prosperous. And now they about to lose everything they got up off of you because you moving. And look what was behind that. I'm telling you now. People could tell from your throat chakra, from what you were saying publicly, that you were worth taking this risk. That if they took the risk to come live where you were at, to move up by you, that they would definitely profit. They would benefit. But now they dropping like the flies that they sent out to spy on you too, to see if your life was getting fucked up like they wanted it to. Okay? Because like, you know how I mentioned how they send motherfuckers up to your door to try to start shit and stuff too? Some of them people that they put up to contend with you directly, them people then fell off real bad. Much worse than you ever experienced. They are unable to recover from natural disasters that blew back on them. Okay? So it's giving purgatory for these folks. They tried to create some sort of purgatory for you, but that's what they gonna be in because they can't go nowhere. They can't follow you, and they can't get up out of a lot of this debt and these karmic contracts they got in too. It's like they stuck. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take only what resonates. Leave the rest. And I'll be back soon with another one, y'all. Peace.